Good morning, children. Some more paragraphs from the lesson, the interview by Christopher Sylvester. Children, in my last class, I told you that he was talking about Umberto Eco was talking about Roland Barthes, who was his friend, and his friend Roland Barthes wanted to do some creative writing one day or another, but before he made any attempt to do so, he lost his life. I never felt this kind of frustration, the disappointment, the sense of disappointment, frustration which his friend was suffering from. Umberto Eco says that he never suffered from that type of disappointment. I started writing novels by accident. By accident, coincidentally, by mistake, by chance. Umberto Eco started writing novels by chance. I had nothing to do one day, and so I started. One day he did not find anything to do, so he started writing novels. And his taste for narration means what? The art of telling stories, you can say. His taste for narration helped him to do what? To write novels. Probably means almost certainly. Novels probably satisfied my taste for narration. In novels, what happens? An author tells you a long story. He also told Umberto Eco also discussed so many stories in his novels. That is why he says novels probably, almost certainly satisfied his taste for narration. Now Mukund says, talking about novels. Now we are talking about novels you have written. From being a famous academic, when you went on to becoming spectacularly famous after the publication of The Name of the Rose. Mukund says that Umberto Eco, who was a famous academic means a person associated with the world of education, a person who teaches and oblique or does research at a university or college. That is why Mukund has used the word academic for him. After that, he went on to becoming spectacularly famous after the publication of The Name of the Rose. But when his book, Umberto Eco's book, The Name of the Rose was published, he became spectacularly famous. Spectacularly means in an impressive, dramatic or eye-catching way. In an impressive, dramatic or eye-catching way. He became very famous in an impressive way. You have written 5 novels against many more scholarly works of non-fiction. Umberto Eco, according to Mukund, has written many scholarly works of non-fiction. Non-fiction means what? Writing that is about real people, events and facts. Non-fiction, writing that is about real people, events and facts. Umberto Eco, according to Mukund, has written many scholarly works of non-fiction, at least more than 20 of them. Mukund thinks that he has written more than 20 scholarly works of non-fiction. But he has written 5 novels also, according to Mukund. Umberto Eco, over 40. Umberto Eco contradicts him. He says he has not written more than 20 of them. He has written 40. He has not written 20 of them. He has written over 40 scholarly works of non-fiction. How many works of non-fiction has he written? Over 40. He corrected his interviewer. Mukund, over 40. Mukund was surprised that he has written over 40 works of non-fiction. Among them, a seminal piece of work on semiotics. You have seminal. Seminal means strongly influencing later developments. Strongly influencing later developments. Among them, a seminal piece of work on semiotics. Semiotics, in my previous classes, I told you semiotics means what? Science of sign. A study of signs, SIGNS. He has written a seminal piece of work on semiotics. Semiotics, a study of signs, SIGNS. He has written a seminal piece of work on semiotics also. But ask most people about Umberto Eco and they will say, oh, he is the novelist. Does that bother you? Mukund wanted to know if many people are asked about Umberto Eco, they would say that he was the novelist. Mukund wanted to know whether that opinion of the people would bother him. Umberto Eco, yes. Umberto Eco answered in the affirmative. He thought that that opinion of the people would bother him because I consider myself a university professor who writes novels on Sunday. Why would it bother him? Because he considered himself, Umberto Eco considered himself a university professor. And when does he write novels? On Sundays only. And what he does is not a joke. I participate in academic conferences and not meetings of pen clubs and writers. He clearly says that he likes to participate in academic conferences, academic educational meeting conferences, but not the meetings of pen clubs and writers. Pen club is an association of writers founded, I think it came in existence in the year 1921. It connects all the authors of the world. I identify myself with the academic community. He clearly says to Mukund that he is closely connected with the academic community, people who are associated with the world of education. But okay, if most people have read only the novel Laugh and Slugs, I know that by writing novels I reach a larger audience. He knows, Umberto Eco knows that he writes novels. In this way he is able to reach a large audience. He laughs here. If most people have read only the novel, he knows that most people have read only his novels, not the works of non-fiction written by him. Here he laughs and shrugs. Shrug means what? Like this. This is called an act of shrugging. Raise one's shoulders slightly and momentarily to express doubts, ignorance or indifference. Once again, this is called shrugging. Raise one's shoulders slightly and momentarily to experience doubts, ignorance or indifference. He laughs also. I cannot expect to have 1 million readers with a stuff on semiotics. He knows many people will not be interested in reading what he has discussed in his book on semiotics, the study of science, S-I-G-N-S. Many people like to read novels, different forms of literature, but not many people do not like, according to him, what? Non-fiction, works of non-fiction. Mukund, which brings me to my next question. Now I want to ask you next question. Mukund now wants to ask him next question. The Name of the Rose is a very serious novel. The book, The Name of the Rose, which you have written, is a very serious novel. It is a detective yarn here, a very long story at one level, but it also delves into metaphysics, theology and medieval history. According to Mukund, the book Name of the Rose written by him is a very serious novel. Thank you, children.